Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Beware the Board, a horror podcast where we watch a horror movie every week. I'm Bob.
I'm Ben.
And we're back.
Yeah.
How have you been, Ben?
I mean, for some behind the screen magic, we usually record these on Saturday.
Because it's our day off.
Because, it's one of our 2 days off.
That we're supposed to have.
And we don't work the next day.
Yeah.
So we can usually record and go super late, like early in the morning and sleep.
I mean, record 2 or 3 episodes, or if we hit a board or a spot that has 2 or 3 movies, watch all of them in one go.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice, except for the fact that I do a lot of shit on Saturday, so we can't start until 4. Yeah. But we're in the season of giving right now, which means we're being given a lot of work.
Yeah, we have a lot of overtime at work right now.
So we're recording on a Wednesday because we're working 7 days a week now.
Yeah, we're working 13 days straight past Christmas, and then Christmas Eve is our first day off.
I don't know. It's not good.
No, lots of money, but, with the end of the semester.
Oh, yeah. I'm done now.
You're done. I think I'm basically done. I have one more thing to do.
How are you not done yet?
I have to turn something in.
Probably like the last day of
I know.
Was yesterday.
I know, Ben. Don't look at me.
I don't know if you can.
No, my professor said it was okay.
Okay, that's good.
My professor said, "Hey, just get this to me." So after I finish this recording, guess what I have to do?
Okay, so hopefully this will be fast and not a
No, it'll be fine.
5-hour recording
It'll
like
be
Night
fine.
of the Demons.
Even if I don't have time before work, I can do it from my phone at work if I have to.
So that's a good strategy. I do that sometimes.
I've noticed.
I hate doing it.
I do too. It blows, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
All right, so I bring that up because I don't really have much to talk about.
No, we don't have a lot to talk about because we just talked about it on the last episode because we recorded it a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So, no life updates, but I did see a cool thing on Twitter. So, yeah, I said I had something to talk about on the podcast.
I mean, yeah, but you didn't tell me, so
It's new information.
I'm reacting.
Oh.
Ooh.
God damn. They announced recently, I assume, that they're adding a new movie to the preservation film database or whatever.
Well, they do that all the time, but I assume it's horror related.
No, it's not, which is why I bring it up because it's actually quite interesting. This is more of a film discussion, less of a horror discussion.
Okay.
We watch horror movies. This is a movie thing.
Well, I know, but I figured.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I bring it up is because when we watched Halloween, you mentioned that it had been added.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a big deal because it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
They add a lot of films to the preservation thing, just in general.
Well, guess what? They just added the first Iron Man movie has been added, which
really?
I think is super cool.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being a pretty good movie.
So my understanding is they add stuff because they are culturally significant.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the first MCU movie.
Well, I was going to say more than being the first MCU movie, it's the first movie to start like the superhero craze as far as movies go. I mean, we'd had 3 Batman series.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk had come out, I think.
Yeah.
Which that wasn't very good.
The original Incredible Hulk, not the MCU one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid.
No, there'd been a ton of stuff. The Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah.
But the Iron Man one was the first to be like, first of all, its own not comic book movie.
Yeah.
That's legitimately, basically a real movie and not just a for comic book fans movie. But it was also the first thing to start off the modern day superhero craze. Yeah. And also the whole shared universe thing that sucks. I hate it.
Really? Do you hate it? I like it sometimes.
So,
it depends on what I'm watching or consuming.
I think it's fun, the whole shared universe thing.
I think it's very interesting.
I think it's very, very interesting, and it's fun. However, it's created a bad culture in Hollywood because they've now realized that, if we do this, we make a bunch of movies, people will come and see them, and we'll make a lot of money.
I see.
And so that's all we have to do. It's kind of the same effect as the idea of that tentpole movie, where it's in theory, it's a fine idea. There's nothing wrong with it, but it does have effects on, film culture as a whole. In this case, they make movies now that are so mingled that a lot of them can't stand on their own.
Yeah, which is something, basically we had a very, very long discussion when we were recording Night of the Demons, waiting on lasagna to be done, about MCU movies and how my perspective on them has changed because of this podcast, because we're watching movies like Halloween or Halloween 2 or even Night of the Demons that are like classics in the horror genre, and I'm like, they're so different from the modern superhero movie.
Are you referring to that post by Quentin Tarantino?
Yes.
I think that's who it was.
I think it was Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino. I don't remember.
Do you want to share what he said roughly? Because
Well, I wasn't going to rehash the whole conversation, but basically he was saying that MCU movies aren't real movies.
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with, but because of this podcast, I've gained perspective on... I don't think he's completely correct. They're still movies, but they're definitely way different from what they were making in the 80s.
I think his point is that it's not that they're not movies. Obviously, they are literally movies.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get around that.
It's that they're not movies in the sense of like self-contained stories that are interesting just from the movie perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of them are self-reliant on other movies, which means they're not self-contained.
Or self-reliant on gimmicks.
Or self-reliant on gimmicks. But I think the big thing is your enjoyment of them is solely based on your enjoyment of all the films.
Yeah.
Unless on the film as itself. I do get his point.
I get it. I don't completely agree with it. But now that we've watched, all these other films, I'm starting to gain perspective on the idea that, like, because, I was born in the year 2000. I have grown up with...
man.
You are 1 year older than me.
A 90s kid.
Shut up. You weren't even conscious for the fucking 90s.
I was.
Okay.
Barely.
But I think that it's just a very, very interesting conversation to be had about how film changes over time.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool. I just wanted to bring it up so we could talk about it a little bit.
No, that's always fun.
Yeah.
We're not actually rehashing anything because we had this off mic.
Off mic. Well, I just meant like we had like a 40-minute discussion.
Yeah, it took a while for that oven to heat up
Yeah, well,
and make lasagna. But I think that's a good example of, I think it's, shared universe movies fun, but
they're cool.
It created a culture that's not great. And because Marvel made so much money doing it, everyone's realized they could do it.
Well, DC tried, and they're failing horribly.
Right, but you have to think about it. Like, while they're trying that, they aren't really pumping out a lot of other movies, like Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Same thing with Disney. I mean, besides its
Animated,
Marvel
like,
movies,
Pixar stuff,
and
Marvel.
Animated movies, it doesn't do really any other live action movies now.
Yeah.
Because it knows, why should I do anything else? Why should I give another movie an opportunity to be made when I can just make a shit ton of money doing
It just feels really stale, man.
Iron Man 7.
Yeah, it just feels really stale, is all I have to say.
Yeah.
Like, I get why people like them, and I enjoy some of those movies a lot, but holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, the last MCU movie I saw was Thor Ragnarok.
The last one I saw was Spider-Man Homecoming.
I haven't seen that one.
No, it wasn't even Homecoming. It was the newest one. I don't know why I said Homecoming. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway.
I stopped watching a while ago. They're fun.
Yeah,
it was just, they're also not my style of movie, simply because, like, I like comic books. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
But the big thing with comic books is you can address pretty adult subject matter sometimes in a more relaxed setting.
Yeah.
And all the Disney movies take a lot of stories that are pretty adult. Heck, I mean, Age of Ultron. Is a pretty adult story. Civil War, that's a very, very adult story.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then they dumb it down to PG levels and then throw in enough jokes and crude humor to get it to PG-13.
See, that's why I like comics like Invincible, which you can see it. I have the first two compendiums on my bookshelf. That fucking comic is crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's why, media's fun.
Yeah.
Especially niche stuff like comic books. But I guess we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Which is fun, but...
We should talk about what we're doing this episode,
Yeah,
huh?
we should actually discuss what we're doing this episode.
So what do I have? I have two movies to choose
You have
from.
the third spot in Zombies and Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia, huh?
Not to be confused with Arachnophobia, the movie.
The movie. First of all, I should bring this up again so we both don't forget and it's on record. You told me they're making another one. We have to watch it at some point.
Yeah, allegedly. So
allegedly.
How that works is they announced it.
Yeah.
Which means that theoretically they paid money to have people start working on like a script and stuff. Does that mean it will come out? No.
I hope it does.
Look at that Batwoman movie.
That thing was in production.
They
hell.
finished it.
I know.
They recorded the whole thing and they were like,
They threw it away.
taxes.
Well, they also this is okay, so I'm not trying to
Get us back
This
on the
is gonna
topic
sound
super movie.
No. So, they released it, or they didn't release it. They, wrote it off for tax purposes. But they actually, this is, a small, nice thing. Not to, what's the word I'm looking for? Belittle the pain of the people who worked on the movie, because they'd never, got seen by anyone. They did do a showing for the people who made the movie, and they all got to watch it.
Which
is nice.
Except
but it also blows.
Not to get on another tangent here. What they did there is very scary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Have you seen how much stuff HBO Max is, pulling? It's insane.
Yeah, well, they've learned now that they can pull things, and if they get rid of all the footage, they can write it off as tax purposes.
Yeah, and I saw someone online talking about how for certain shows and stuff, a lot of those the people who are in it, their contracts have residuals, and if they get rid of the show, they don't have to pay them.
Yeah, that's not even, at least for me, that's not the concern. and obviously that's a big deal.
It
I
is.
feel really bad for those people. I find it concerning for the point of lost media.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
find
too.
the concept of lost media really fascinating. But a lot of the times, these shows, everyone has them streaming now.
Yeah.
When they take those down, they get rid of streaming rights. So it came into kind of popularity a couple months ago where someone had bought this TV show. I forget what the name of it was, but the company that owned it was doing the same thing they did with Batgirl, where they were writing it off for taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they were taking it down everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he basically got a message from Amazon that was like, hey, you know how you paid money for this stuff? Well, you don't own it anymore.
See, that blows. That's so
Yeah.
fucking dumb. We've talked about that a little bit.
And so, I don't agree with that. But
No, I mean, it sucks because you're losing something you paid for. You're not getting your money back, but also that's gone forever.
yep.
Like, no one, unless you have a physical copy, you'll never see it ever again. And that sucks.
And that sucks. And I think that's kind of crappy. But
This is why I like doing this podcast.
because you get to learn new things.
I get to learn new things, but also I get to watch old movies, which is
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
It's so cool,
Oh,
man.
I know we're on the topic of lost films still, but there's some lost films I really want to see
Oh, yeah.
that just like...
Is it stuff they found that you know you could watch?
So that's the thing. There's some films that I've really wanted to watch for a couple years,
Mm-hmm.
and they have found some copies of.
Oh.
Because basically, a lot of the films I want to see are old enough where they were on reels,
Yeah.
and just they never got turned to video or whatever. Or the reels get destroyed because a lot of old reels were really flammable, or they'd melt them down and make other things out of them. But sometimes they just randomly find stuff in estate sales. People have random shit in their attics. And
Yeah, I
sometimes
mean, I have
it's
random shit in my room.
films from 100 years ago or whatever. That doesn't mean they find everything, but
No.
there's still some stuff I want to see.
Okay, now back to the actual
Yeah.
podcast part of the podcast. Well,
Yeah.
that's the podcast part. We need a term.
This is
for
our
that.
opening where we get to talk about random stuff.
We need a name for that because what do we? I have a funny
What?
name for it. I'll tell you off the podcast because I don't want to say it on the podcast if we're not going to use it because it's also a funny name for something else.
Well, you should tell it to me now, and if we don't use it, you can bleep this out.
What is it with you wanting me to bleep things on the podcast?
I think it's very funny.
it's a pain in the ass,
Yeah, but
but you don't have to do it.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah,
But also, people know we took something out.
dude, that's really funny because last episode I did cut something out, and then I forgot that we talked about the fact that I cut it out, and you went, he cut something. I'm like, you motherfucker.
You left that in?
I left it in.
You were like, I'm going to cut this too.
No, it was really funny though. It's good. It's really good. Anywhom, I'll tell you later. It's
Oh,
good.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to spoil it. It's funny. Zombies or spiders?
Yep. Third spot in each, so
I really, really want to end on spiders, but you keep telling me it's a terrible idea.
I think it's a terrible idea. Because I have been more open about this board than I probably will be in the future.
What does that mean?
So, I've just told you more about, this board.
Yeah.
In the future, I think I'm just not going to tell anyone about anything about it.
Well, that's what the plan was, and it kind of we see each other a
Yeah.
lot, so it's really hard not to say something without thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, but it's more so we've had to plan things, and so we're getting used to planning things, and
Yeah.
so we have to discuss.
Because normally it's not a problem not to plan how long we're going to be recording an episode because we have the whole day.
Yeah.
But on days like today where we have to go to work, we have shit to do, you know.
Yeah, it's just us figuring out how this works. Obviously, I haven't told Bob what any of the movies are
No,
beforehand.
I have no idea. I guessed what the last zombie spot is, but I don't know if I'm right. You didn't tell me anything.
You told me not to tell you if you were right.
Yeah, you were. I just wanted to throw it out there because if I am, I'm gonna spoil it. I think the last movie is Train to Busan, the last zombie spot, because we've talked about it. You know I want to see it, and I know you like it.
I love Train to Busan.
I know you like it, and you keep talking about how good this last zombie movie is and how you want to end on it because
Well,
but I don't know.
More to the point, and my actual reason is I've discussed with you, spider movies are hard to find, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen this last spider movie. I don't know how good it is.
I really hope it's atrocious.
I don't want it to be I don't want us to end the board with a whimper, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand.
And I know at least the zombie spot is good.
Yeah. All right. What's the last spider spot?
Yeah! I'm gonna excitable.
Ben, I swear to Jesus Christ, if this is another PG-13 spider movie, I'm going to McFucking lose it.
McFucking lose it?
I'm gonna be really mad actually.
How much is a McFucking lose it?
$2.99.
Oh, that's more than a McChicken.
Isn't a McChicken like $2?
It's $1. It's on the dollar menu.
Is a McChicken still $1?
I assume so.
I guess inflation hasn't hit McDonald's, huh?
I don't. Well, that's not true.
No,
McDonald's is super expensive now. Remember when we were kids?
I don't have any memories
No?
past before the age of 14.
That is concerning.
That's not true.
That's
I
called
don't know.
repression.
Well,
No, but when we were little, the dollar menu still existed and wasn't just
yeah, it sucks now. I don't
The
go
smallest
to
stuff ever.
McDonald's ever.
I don't
anymore.
either. All right, we're watching Itsy Bitsy.
Oh no. That's such a fucking I don't know why that scares me so much. I don't understand.
I tried to find something fun. Just because
Fun?
I don't know if it's good or not does not mean it couldn't be horrific.
Is there a water spout in this movie? Do
And
you know?
this one sounded cool.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's called Itsy Bitsy.
Itsy Bitsy.
I don't know why that scares me so much.
I'm going to give you a heads up right now.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you the description and I'll give you the heads up.
Okay.
After moving into a secluded mansion, a family is stalked by an ancient entity that has taken the form of a giant spider.
Ben,
Yeah?
I don't know if I could do it. I genuinely don't know. This movie's called Itsy Bitsy, and the urge to do it. The urge to do the thing you know.
I saw this movie and I was like, I haven't seen it. I don't know if it'll be good, but it's literally about a demonic entity that takes the form of a giant spider. That's two things Bob doesn't like in one.
Oh, fuck. This is I'm so okay. Okay, no.
We could end the board a week early.
No. I'm not a little baby. I'm not
sure?
a little baby. I can watch this movie. Everything will be okay.
Demons and spiders.
You really picked like the two things I find the scariest, didn't you? And just smashed them together. I think you made this movie just to fuck with me.
I thought this film looked cool. Will it be good? I don't know. Might it scare Bob?
For
It
sure.
might.
I'm already scared.
Not for sure.
Okay. We'll watch this movie.
All right.
I'm really fucking nervous now.
It's really funny.
I'm like actually nervous.
I told you the name and you pogged.
You're not gonna name a fucking scary spider movie Itsy Bitsy and it not be fucking horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Because that name is so non-menacing.
It's such a cool name for a horror movie.
It's good. Good name.
Like, I saw the name and I was like, ooh, I wonder what this is about.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good one. All right. It's an hour and 34 minutes long.
Okay. Hour and a half. Pretty bog standard.
And I think I told you, I'm not sure if I said this yet. This film has both very good reviews from some people and very bad reviews from others.
Oh, yeah. You told me this yesterday.
Some of the things people like about it are things other people hate about it. So because of that, 4.8 out of 10
Okay.
on IMDb.
This might be the lowest rated movie we've watched.
It might be. I don't think it is. I think Blood Rage.
Oh, yeah. Well, Blood Rage is not.
But not by much. I think that was like a 4.7.
Well, if this is okay, hold on. If this is a demonic spider movie on Blood Rage levels, this is gonna be incredible. Come on, man.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'd seen Blood Rage.
Well, Blood Rage is a good movie.
Nah, you're going too far. It's not rated.
Oh, no rating.
No rating.
Fuck.
So I can't give you any indication.
God damn it.
Because it's an indie movie, and I don't think it ever got an actual release in
Fuck
theaters.
me. Are you kidding me? 2 PG-13s in an unrated movie. Awesome.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if you can see this right now. I got some. It may look like I was crying. I was crying.
was.
I was crying a little bit when
I was weeping.
I was weeping when I learned that this was a demonic spider movie. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
All right, noteworthy people in this, or at least noteworthy for me, or in this case, people I just tried to find that were interesting. Bruce Davidson as Walter Clark.
Oh, okay.
So he's Senator Kelly in X-Men, and also, I think this is far cooler, he's the voice of Zuko in Legend of Korra.
Oh, that's fucking sick. Okay, that's cool.
He's Old Man Zuko.
Old Man Zuko. That's fucking. I was about to say. I know he's not young Zuko because that's I know his name, but I can't remember it.
Oh, I'm glad you know his name.
Dante Bosco.
Okay.
I know. I knew it. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Denise Crosby as Sheriff Dunn. So she's Rachel Creed in Pet Sematary.
Oh, that's something I actually want to watch.
The old one.
Yeah, the OG Pet Sematary. I want to watch that.
In some ways, I think is a better movie, and I hate to say that because that movie ain't that great.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
Well, there's some issues with it. However, I was really excited for the new Pet Sematary movie.
Yeah.
And then they did something, and it ruined the movie for me. I think it was such a bad decision.
Oh, that sucks,
and
man.
for anyone who's seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying what it is because
we might watch it.
You haven't seen the movie, and
Yeah.
we might watch it.
I want to watch a lot of the Stephen King stuff. I think that his adaptations are usually pretty good.
She's also Tasha Yar in Star Trek.
No idea. I'm not huge into Star Trek.
I'm not either, but
Evan would know.
She was on Star Trek. She was Tasha.
Evan would know. As soon as you threw that out there, he would know. But I don't. Are you okay?
You know, so sometimes I write these, and
you're like looking at your notes like you're reading in a different language.
Okay.
Figure it out?
Yeah, I wrote a T weird and it looked like an R.
Okay.
I write these really small sometimes, and it's hard to read.
Well, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Maddie Cardapple as Deputy Donnie.
Deputy Donnie.
Cardapple? Cardapple?
Cartrapple.
Cardapple. He's a weird last name. and
All right.
I'm struggling right now because I'm tired. You'd know him as Keith in Stranger Things.
Who the fuck is Keith?
In Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Keith.
I've seen that show. I don't know who the goddamn Keith is.
Well, you know what? Keep talking, and I'll pull up Keith.
Well, okay. Well, he's not one of the main gang, because that's all the kids, and then Steve, of course, one of my favorite characters, and Robin, and Nancy, and Jonathan, and fucking everybody else. It's not
Keith.
Oh, it's this fucking guy. I've seen this dude in so much shit. This dude is in oh my god, this is like a really like not. I wouldn't say he's famous, but he's in a lot of fucking shit.
How would you pronounce his last name? Carter Apple?
I have
Apple?
Cardraple.
Cardarple? Cardarple.
I don't know.
Cardarple.
That person is in a series of unfortunate events. Oh my god, what the fuck, what are they called in the show? I read those books as a kid too. The books are very good. The show is also, the Netflix show is good. The movie with Jim Carrey's
person
bad.
of indeterminate gender.
Yep, there it is.
I just looked on IMDb.
Yep, hench person of indeterminate gender. I've seen that person in so much random stuff though, as like a background character or just like a side character, like to the point where I instantly knew who that was as soon as you showed me their face.
Yeah, I knew his face too. So
I was just like, oh.
That's why he's on here. Is like,
Oh, he's in this movie. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you forget he was in this movie?
Well, no, I hadn't occurred to me that he was in this movie, and now I'm excited because like I've never had a bad performance from him. I've never like been like, oh, that was bad. It's always been like, oh, that was funny.
All right. It's directed by Micah Gallo, who also worked on the film's visual effects.
Okay.
He was the visual effects producer.
Okay.
He's also known for his work on the Hatchet series as executive producer. You don't know Hatchet. It's a modern slasher, and it's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
It's like
cool.
It's basically like an indie slasher film, but very good one. I really like Hatchet.
Okay. We'll watch it probably.
There's a couple movies now, yeah. Very gory and good practical effects, though.
You
is right.
Yeah.
But in a good way. All right, so this premiered at the Popcorn Frights Film Festival.
Oh, yeah. Isn't this
which
Terrifier?
we mentioned? I think Terrifier was the other one.
Yeah, the Terrifier also premiered here.
I think the Florida Film Festival, maybe?
I remember specifically Popcorn being mentioned.
No, yeah, I've mentioned the Popcorn Film Festival.
Okay.
One of the other indie films we watched, it might have been Haunt, too.
Oh, it probably was Haunt.
One or two other films we've watched have premiered there. This film was nominated for the Fangoria's Chainsaw Awards in 2020.
That's pretty
for
cool.
Best Creature FX.
Oh! Oh no! Oh yeah, no! I don't want to watch this movie anymore.
So
can I say no now? Can I go? Can you leave?
Are you actually gonna say no, Bob?
No, I'm not gonna say no.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not gonna say no.
Because we'll just go the zombies. We'll do a zombie episode.
No, I'm not gonna.
This will be a pandering piece of shit episode.
Yeah, we've already been recording for 27 minutes,
all right.
So I don't want to have to scrap this.
So do you know what Fangoria is?
No, actually, I don't.
It's a magazine about horror.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you subscribe? Mm-hmm. Oh, you actually do. I was kind of joking, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
I have a little magazine box, and I have a bunch of issues in there.
Oh, hell yeah. That's really cool.
It's a quarterly, and it's basically like a bunch of articles about, different horror stuff. It's a very old magazine. I do not know off the top of my head when it was first made, probably like the 80s. And it basically went out of print for a while, and it just came back.
That's pretty fucking rad, man.
2 years ago. So it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I like them. They're like big magazines too, like 100 pages or so.
That's a lot for a magazine. That's actually pretty rad.
4 year. It's not bad. There's cool stuff, interviews, stuff about movies.
I'm sure they talk about like different like VFX stuff too for like the different creatures and stuff.
Yeah, it just depends on what's coming out. But fun stuff. But yeah, so the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, which are the thing that these people got rated for, are an awards ceremony focused on horror films and thriller films that began in 1992 and is now just like an annual ceremony they do.
That's cool. So it's basically like the Emmys or whatever, but for horror stuff.
Yeah, at least done by this magazine. I'm sure other people do stuff, but
I mean, how you would know the answer to this. How like prolific is the magazine, or like is it like a big deal? I mean, it feels like a big deal to me.
I'm not sure
being
how
on the outside, not looking in.
I'm not sure how big of a deal it is because I have it because I heard about it. I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
and I got it, and I haven't like done a lot of research to be like, how big of a deal is this?
Yeah.
However, like when you go to conventions, you'll see people with just selling boxes of Fangoria magazines.
That's pretty rad.
So I think it's a big enough deal where it's like, oh, this is a big horror magazine.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about it.
I mean, the fact that there even is a horror magazine to begin with, I feel like is a big deal.
There's a couple. Yeah. That is the big one, though, I think.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool. I kind of want to get it now. I want to subscribe because I want to.
When we're done, I'll show you just a picture of some of the issues. You can buy some single issues if you want. I think it's like $60 a year or something.
That's not bad at all for 4 magazines. They're like 100 pages a piece.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're pretty like stylized too.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture.
All right.
All right, tagline.
Oh, okay.
Fear spins its web.
That's pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
Okay, so something I've been wanting to talk about because we're done with this now, right? We've
Yeah, that's
talked
all
about
my
the movie.
notes.
Okay.
Let me put this down really
Okay.
quick.
This is not important, but very cool.
Okay.
So, at the end of every movie talk, you give us the tagline to the film.
Yeah.
And I've realized that when I'm pulling backgrounds for the movies, the taglines are different on some of the covers.
Yes.
Some of the other taglines for the other movies are so much better. So, do you remember in Halloween 3 what the tagline was?
No, but I can look it up if you want.
I can quote it. It's the Earth will run with blood again, or whatever.
Yeah.
The tagline they used on the cover I pulled, or not even the one I pulled, on one of the covers is 10 times better.
What is it?
Halloween is The Night He Came Home.
Yeah.
Halloween 2 is More of The Night He Came Home. Halloween 3 is The Night No One Came Home. That's so much better.
Was that actually on the cover you pulled?
Yes, that's not the one I pulled, but it's the one, because it was really low quality. So
Oh.
I didn't want to use it. But that's so much better. Way better tagline.
Yeah, so I get my taglines from IMDb. It's a little section there.
Yeah.
I don't just go look at cover art.
Well, I have to.
You do, but I just get it from IMDb, and I know that there's a couple taglines you can get because, movies print different posters.
Yeah, of
even if
course.
it's the same picture.
Oh, dude, some of the posters I pulled for like the movies from the 80s are so rad.
My assumption, though, is, and I don't know how correct this is, but the taglines that they have like prominently displayed on IMDb
Yeah.
are kind of the most common tagline.
Yeah, I bet you they're the ones they put on the movie posters too.
The ones they probably put on
And
the first movie posters.
Some of these are like reprints that I'm pulling from people who buy DVDs and stuff and take
Yeah.
pictures of it and then I crop it and stuff. So it just depends.
And they change it on different things. Like The Strangers, which we didn't do as a board episode, so those listening might not have actually watched it.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a weird episode. Let's be honest.
I was fun from what I remember.
Bob doesn't remember it.
It was a whole thing. Good
But-
episode, in my opinion.
There was a ton of different taglines for that.
Oh
one.
yeah, I saw that when I was trying to pull
Just a ton.
a background. Yeah.
I just settled on the one I picked because that was the first one that came up.
I also think that one's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. The other one that I found last night.
For which one? What movie are you talking about?
Sorry, not last night. 2 nights ago or whatever.
Night of the Demons?
Night of the Demons.
Okay.
The one I used. Did you read it from the video?
No, not yet.
It's so much better. Here, hold on.
I can pull up YouTube.
Pull up
faster
YouTube
than
and
you
look
can.
at it and read it because I don't remember what is the what's the name of what was it? What was the tagline for Night of the Demons? I don't remember. Angels having a party, something. No, that's the one that you're about to look at, isn't it? Because I think that's what it says.
All right, I'll look up that too.
Dude, you have the notebook. I was gonna look it up and then you fucking grabbed your phone and said you could do it faster.
Well, no, I said I could pull up YouTube faster.
But I just want to compare them because the one on the video is way better.
The one that I included on here is Put Your Party Face On.
Which is pretty good.
I mean, it's okay.
It's okay, but it fits.
The one for
The poster
the
I
episode.
pulled is so much better. I think it's super funny too because this came out in '88.
Angela's having a party. Jason and Freddy are too scared to come, but you'll have a hell of a time.
I love that. That's so good, in my opinion. Because we even saw that with Blood Rage. The tagline that you pulled was "Not all evils on Elm Street,"
Yeah, something like that.
and that also plays off of that. I like that a lot because slashers were so big in the '80s that
Oh, yeah.
basically it's like a almost what I'm looking for? A culture war,
I guess.
like a culture war thing of like, oh, slashers are big, so we're gonna make a slasher and we're gonna reference the other slashers to pull more people.
Fair.
And say that ours is better or whatever, like better than which I mean it wasn't from well,
What are you talking about?
good movie, not as good,
Don't say that.
or not as good as I assume Friday the 13th or it's actually it wasn't as good as Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I'll just put it out there. It wasn't as good, but I like it.
All right. So, by the way, I just went ahead and pulled up Fangoria stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
let's see. I'm going to show you the cover for issue
69. Now that
here's the most recent issue.
what issue number is it, by the way?
18.
Okay.
Volume 2, 18. Here's the cover for it. So you can kind of see some of the articles.
Oh,
in
it's
there.
fucking. Oh, it has. We haven't talked about this on the podcast, but Megan, or was that on the podcast? I don't remember. Talked about seeing that because it looks fucking scary. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm probably gonna subscribe to this fucking magazine. I'm really getting sucked into this fucking whole thing.
Fair.
It's sort of like it's happening slowly, but it's really fun because I'm learning things as I go.
It's always fun, right?
Well, most of the time.
It's a fair point. Yeah, most of the time.
I'm gonna be so I'm gonna like zombie walk into work tonight.
It's a very niche kind of community, but it's a big community once
and
you get
it's
into
super
it.
cool, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's anything where you have a lot of big fans about something.
Yeah.
Communities can be hard to get into, but once you get into them, they're a lot of fun. But
It's super cool.
we should probably actually start watching the movie now, because this is a 36-minute recording.
That's pretty average, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty good. Because after
Yeah.
I cut it, we'll probably be about 28.
Still on the longer side.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll go watch Itsy Bitsy, this fucking demonic.
Bitsy spider.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back from the movie.
We're back from Itsy Bitsy. Fucking.
What you think, Bob?
Okay. We talked about this during the pre-movie. We don't know. You said it got mixed reviews.
Yeah, 4.8. Pretty low for.
May I ask
scores.
what people didn't like about this movie? What were the complaints? Because now I want to hear them, having seen it.
Do you want to hear this now, or do you want to wait until we're done explaining the movie?
Well, wait. I guess again, wait till after the movie. That's fine.
Okay. But
Because yeah, it's
what
it
do you
was
think,
something.
though? You like it? Didn't like it?
I was worried that it would, like the other Spider movies, I was worried it would not be very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, arachnophobia was scary to me because I'm afraid of spiders.
Yeah. But it
freaks.
It's a
not very
thrill-omedy.
scary. Bad name. This one felt the most like a horror movie to me.
Yeah.
It was definitely like, it was supposed to be scary.
Well, this was the most distinctly horror. There was no comedy elements to it. The other ones both had comedy elements.
Yeah. Well, this one was a little funny.
I mean, yeah, but not for.
Mostly not very funny, though.
Yeah.
It's very serious. Very serious movie. Maybe I might say takes itself a little too seriously.
Definitely does. Definitely does.
But not in a bad way.
No.
I think what it does well, it does really well, and what it doesn't do well, it does not do well at all. You know what I mean? Like, the highs are really high and the lows are really low.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Some really good things about it. There's some really bad things.
I think it having mixed reviews is pretty good, to be honest. That's pretty accurate to the movie.
The
'cause
mixed
it's pretty
reviews
mixed.
are not for what you think, though.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
Because I think you're thinking they're for, like, just some parts of the movie are bad and some parts are good. That's not why
Basically.
there's mixed reviews.
Okay.
But to describe what happens in this movie, because it's not super eventful.
Not really.
Really, logistically, the whole plot takes place over 2 or 3 days.
A couple days, yeah.
I think, yeah. I could probably tell you exactly, but I think it's 2 or 3.
Yeah, because they only they sleep like
Twice, I think.
twice.
And it's the third night, I think.
Yeah.
But basically, this family is moving from New York, and it's a mom, her son, who's like 13,
Yeah, 13.
and
12,
a
13.
daughter who's like maybe 6.
6, 7, yeah.
And they're moving from New York to like this remote town in the country because the mom's a nurse, and she's got a job as like the mom's a live-in nurse for Mr. Clark. And I guess you could say kind of not a live-in nurse, though.
Yeah, basically, instead of living in the home with him, she lives on property with
Yeah.
him. So basically, if he ever needs anything, she's on call and ready and there for him, but she doesn't live in the same house as him.
He owns like the house next door, so
Yeah.
she lives there. But yeah, Mr. Clark's a antiquities dealer,
Yeah, he has some, like, old shit.
and basically what's happened is an old, we'll say family friend, but it's
Sure.
it's someone who is basically kind of like a surrogate kid to Clark's dead wife,
Yeah.
and he's brought Clark a object.
Yes.
It's like a big black jar,
Covered in gold, like,
script and stuff,
script and stuff, yeah.
pictograms and stuff, and it kind of looks like a black egg.
It does mostly look like an egg,
And
which is concerning.
There was some opening credit scenes and a cold open, and alongside this dude's dialogue,
Yeah.
it's basically revealed that like he killed the tribe who this thing belonged to
Yeah.
because he blames them for the death of Clark's wife,
Mhm.
who he was close to, and he stole this egg, which is a sacred object to them.
Yeah.
They believe it has this god spirit trapped into it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it's Ma
I can't.
Kala something?
I can't pronounce the name. They did it in the movie, and I went, I can't repeat that.
Yeah. It's Ma Kala and then something. I don't remember exactly what it was. But point being, he brings it to him. They get into an argument. Eventually, it's like the next day.
Yeah, the dude leaves Clark's and then comes back the next day.
And he gets angry, essentially at the tribe.
Yeah.
And he smashes the thing.
egg.
And it happens off screen.
Oh, God.
But he gets bitten, and then he runs out of the house.
Yep.
And from that point on, this giant spider, which
Yeah.
is this, it's left ambiguous
Yeah.
whether or not it's an actual like spirit or god or something.
Yeah, it is.
But essentially, this giant spider's it was in like a stasis hibernation thing inside the jar, and it awakes, and so for the rest of the movie, it's crawling around the house and shit.
Yeah. And
Both
fucking-
houses.
Yeah, both houses and outside.
Um,
And terrorizing these children and their mom.
Yeah.
And the old man.
I mean, it's hard to break this movie down scene for scene.
Yeah, because a
'Cause
lot of it is nothing. Like, not that it's nothing, but it's just sort of like their relationship.
Yeah, it's relationship stuff, which I don't really want to get into because I think you wouldn't be able to enjoy this movie.
No.
If I just described everything.
No.
What I will say is, I'll give you the rough breakdown. I think that's fair. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, go for it.
Basically, the real reason they're moving is the mom has some mad PTSD.
Yeah.
Because she was in a car crash that killed her third child.
Yeah. Which is like super tragic because like throughout the movie we get tons of flashbacks.
She has really bad PTSD and she treats it by popping a lot of pain pills.
A lot.
Specifically, we think it's Oxycontin.
Yeah, because that's what Mr. Clark had in his medical cabinet or whatever.
Yeah, and the kid implies, her oldest kid, I think Jesse.
Yeah.
That she got the real reason they left New York is because she got fired for stealing meds.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the drama throughout the film is kind of family relationships and stuff like that. But, long story short, the spider starts killing stuff.
Yeah.
It kills first the cat.
God, the cat one is really bad.
It scared Bob because
that one scared the piss out
there's
of me.
this nice setup where the cat is the cat's in the attic of this house.
Yep.
And we know the spider's there.
Yeah, we've seen the spider hanging out up there.
We don't see it, but what we do see is a rat.
Yep.
And we see the cat chasing the rat. And so you think the spider's going to get the rat, but it gets the cat.
Yep. This movie's so good at like creature stuff.
After that, poor Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark gets bitten on his toes.
It's gnarly. Not even his toes, like the center of his foot.
Yeah, it's really gnarly.
And then he dies.
Yeah, he crawls to the bathroom and shuts the door, and you're like, oh, he's safe because he's in the bathroom and the door's shut. And then he's like laying, and he starts like convulsing. I think he's getting paralyzed by the spider's like venom.
It's affecting his nervous system. Yeah, he
Yeah.
curls up.
Yeah, his arms like curl towards inward, and he's basically laying straight on his back, and he looks up, and the camera pans from his angle, and you can see the spider slowly descending onto his face. Horrific scene.
No one else dies besides.
Well, we haven't talked about it. The dude that got bit at the start dies.
He died, but we kind of knew that.
Yeah, I mean he got
and then the end. There's a conflict scene.
Yeah, I mean it's them running from the spider.
I'm gonna
try not to die.
I'm gonna try not to spoil that. There's not a lot that happens in this movie.
No, and I don't.
And I feel like if I say it, for any of you who might still want to go watch it.
Yeah, because we haven't mentioned it, but this is a free movie on YouTube.
Yeah, so pretty great. So go watch.
You can watch it on YouTube for free with ads, or if you have YouTube Premium, it's completely free, and you don't have to pay anything. So that's what we did today.
So I don't want to spoil too much because I feel like if you know a lot about what happens, it's not going to be a fun watch.
It takes it away from it.
It's not the greatest movie ever.
No, but it's fun for sure.
Yeah, when it does stuff well, it does stuff very well.
Yeah.
But then there's also a lot of low points. Just because it's not that it does bad stuff, but just some of the scenes are just character development that's kind of boring.
Yeah, a lot of this movie I would say is pretty boring, but
it's character drama, but not super well done character drama.
So it's whatever,
or maybe not super well done. It's not the right word. It's done well, but it's not interesting enough to be its own movie.
I don't want to be invested in this character drama. I'm more interested in the spider.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at. The character drama is definitely like the main thing driving the movie forward.
Yeah,
and the spider is just sort of there. But the spider is a focus. We get a lot of spider in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of spider POV, which is cool when it's in weird ass angles, like hiding from people.
Oh yeah, and we get to see during its POV, there's a weird filter over the screen. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. There's this. I want to talk about. Never mind. I won't talk about it.
What scene though?
The attic stuff with everybody.
Yeah, just leave it.
Fake out.
Just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's so good, man. Like that got me hard.
Yeah. What I'll say is reading the reviews. Besides the big comments, because there was one comment that just kept going back and forth where people liked it or they didn't. The other comment was people complaining about it feels like a drama film with just spider stuff thrown in.
Yeah, it does.
But the drama's not good enough to be a standalone film.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's poorly done.
And the thing is,
it's just not great.
The spider, the spider's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, so
because the spider is so fucking well done.
That's where I'm gonna get into the controversial thing in this movie.
Yeah,
the controversial thing in this movie, looking at the reviews, was the spider.
Really?
Either people looked at it and were like, "Wow, that's a great FX. I really liked them," or people were like, "It looks like a rubber chicken. I hate it."
What?
Yep.
Okay, what's your opinion?
So the whole spider.
Yeah.
In fact, all the effects in this film are practical,
and they look, in my opinion, pretty fucking cool.
They're very well done practical effects, and I'm a big fan of practical effects. I think Bob's a big fan of practical effects.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
It is, however, not everyone's favorite thing.
See,
certain people like CGI because it looks more realistic.
I don't think so.
Well,
in the case of this movie alone, if they had done CGI spiders, it would have taken this movie would suck.
Well, so
if I'm being honest.
Cheap CGI looks bad.
I mean, yeah, sure.
But well done CGI, like this is not a debatable point, but well done CGI when you're doing like creatures and effects can look more realistic than anything else.
Sure, that's fair.
If it's well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard and it takes a lot of money to do that.
And this is not this movie was not made for a lot of money.
Right. So for the budget it had, practical effects were the best way to get a realistic creature, and it goes above and beyond what I think it should have.
Oh yeah,
these
for
are
sure.
very well done effects.
Oh yeah, everything, dude. The way the spider moves throughout this movie is awesome.
However,
it looks so cool.
I'll be the first to admit that it doesn't look the most realistic all the time.
No, a lot of the full spider shots are kind of whatever.
You get some full spider shots, and you can tell it's very clearly a prop.
Yeah.
And some of the scenes when the spider's moving either are stop motion, which I thought was really cool, but
that is really cool.
It does look kind of jittery. Where some of them
but
are.
I think the jittery effect is cool too.
Yeah, I think it's cool
because it feels like a spider,
but it does
feel spidery.
It does look, not real.
Sure, that's fair.
And then when the spider's moving quickly, which they tried to avoid, those are CGI.
Really? I didn't notice
At least a little bit. That's why they only have it moving quickly for a minute.
Yeah.
Or like when it jumps, that's CGI.
I didn't know. I
didn't
know that.
I didn't think that looked really good. So I don't know. I think it's one of those things where if you appreciate practical effects, it's a nice practical effect movie.
Yeah.
They're very well done practical effects, especially for the budget. And if you like that kind of thing, it looks good. However, if you don't appreciate practical effects and your concern is just how realistic something looks, I can totally get why you'd watch this movie and be like, that spider didn't look good. Because it looks like practical effects.
Yeah, but I like it.
Which Bob likes. But logistically, that's not a concern for you.
Yeah.
If you aren't like, wow, practical effects, that's so cool because that's a hard thing for people to do. And you're instead of like, I want it to look real, you look at practical effects and you're like, I mean, it kind of looks real, but I can clearly tell it's not all the time, but some of those scenes, like the full body scenes.
Yeah, I think the other thing that this practicals on like the gore, there's not a ton of gore in this movie.
Yeah. The gore practicals, I will say, very convincing gore
very
practicals.
Good.
I mean, creature practicals are different because eventually they're always going to look iffy.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not real.
Like The Thing, the 1981, I think, is the year. But
I have no idea.
The John Carpenter's thing has some of the best practical effects ever, if not the best practical effects ever.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But even I can tell you some of the practical effects are just like obviously practical effects.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they don't look realistic, but they look good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing with creature effects is no matter how good they look, if you're just using practical effects, it's going to look
a little weird.
A little weird, especially when you're doing shots in good lighting or full body shots.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which this film does with their creature.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are in the dark where you only see a little bit look really good because you can't get a good look at it.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've had a really... I wouldn't say this movie is suspenseful.
No.
But it has suspense elements built into it.
But we haven't watched a lot of suspense films on this board.
No, that's true. We haven't gotten one in a minute is the other thing.
Spider movies tend to be goofy.
This one is not very goofy.
This one's not. But just as a general thing, because unless you have arachnophobia, the concept of spider movies is innately a little goofy.
Yeah.
So they can come off that way. And if you're a writer and you don't have arachnophobia, you kind of write that way.
Fair.
Halloween movies, only the original Halloween was really suspenseful.
Yeah. But what I was getting at is this movie does a very, very good job of allowing the spider to just be a spider.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to watch.
Which I think I know what the most suspenseful scene for Bob was.
Oh,
and I'm going to describe it because it's in the trailer. I think that's okay then. There's a top-down shot in the bathroom. This is the first time the spider wakes up, and I think it's the first time we see the spider.
The spider, full spider.
Yeah, it's a top-down shot of the bathroom, and the mom's walking around in it, and you can see into the bathtub, which has the shower curtains around it, so no one else can see it, and just the spider sitting in the center of the bathtub.
I was freaking out.
And that's the first time Bob saw it, like really saw it. He did not like it.
I did not like it. So you led with demon spider.
Yeah.
I mean no demons. No demon elements.
I said demonic. I didn't say demon. I was just going to let you think demon.
Yeah, well that's what really scared me. Not just a big spider. No demonic elements, from what I could tell. I get, like, the background of the spider is demonic.
I thought that was interesting.
That is cool. I like the setup for the movie.
I really like the setup for this movie.
The setup for the movie is really
First
good.
of all, the intro credits
are
really cool.
Really cool.
Really stylized, really cool. But just the background of, like, here's a tribe
Yeah.
that believes this thing. We're not going to say if it's real or not.
We're just going to take
There
their
is
shit.
something happening, though.
Yeah.
Which I think there's a line by Clark where Jesse is talking to him and Clark's describing what that urn The
Yeah.
big black egg was for
Mhm.
because he asked Jesse to help him repair it.
Yeah, they're trying to put it back together after the other dude broke it.
And he's describing like what it is, and he tells him the legend of this mall, whatever.
Yeah.
And Jesse's like, "Do you think it's real?" And he's like, "Well, I've seen a lot of things in the world, but I don't believe it."
Yeah.
And I think that's such a cool line because he's like, "No, this isn't real." He's just like, "I don't believe in it."
Yeah, which I think sets up Jesse once Mr. Clark dies and they find his, because Jesse finds his corpse. He's the one that
Oh
finds his
yeah,
corpse.
super fucked up.
Super fucked up. It leads to Jesse being like, oh, like I know exactly. Like the first thing Jesse does is when he calls the cops is like, help, there's a giant spider, it's killing people.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what was up, which is really interesting. Because like, you know, most kids have an imagination. Most kids have like, you know,
Kids are willing to jump to the first explanation
they're
they can
willing
think
to
of.
jump to conclusions that make absolutely no sense.
And in this case, he does do that too.
He does
It just
that.
happens to be right.
He happens to be right, but the fact that that's set up by Clark. Clark could have just said it's not true, because that's what a normal adult will do. A normal adult will go, oh, that's just some guff they made up, and tell the kid that. But in this case, Clark doesn't do that. He allows the kid to be imaginative, and it saves their ass later.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the reason I brought up the scene is because I think it's very interesting. Clark's an antiquities dealer.
Yeah, he has a bunch of old ass shit.
I thought it was an interesting scene because it shows him being respectful.
Yeah.
Because he's not like, oh, these people are stupid and they believe this stupid thing. It's not real.
Savages, as the other guy calls them.
Yeah. He's like, it's more of him being like, I don't know. I don't believe it. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's not true.
Fair.
Which I thought was just an interesting line.
It is. I think
And
I like it.
It underlines this fact that we as an audience are not told whether this is like a spider
Yeah.
or something else.
We have no idea going into this.
Obviously, it leans very heavy into the whole it's real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this one.
Yeah, I don't either. I think because this is so accessible, because it's just like on YouTube, you can go watch it. Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. It's not a long movie.
Not
hour
a long
and half.
movie, hour and a half. I think it's worth watching. I think some of the stuff is really cool.
You could probably have something else on while you watch it.
Yeah, you don't really have to pay that much attention, to be honest.
It's not the best movie ever, just because like the majority of the movie is this drama subplot, which is okay, but it's nothing to write home
I'll
about.
say this is probably the best spider movie we watched. In terms of, I think we talked about this during the thing. The best in terms of
Horror?
Horror.
Yeah.
This is the scariest spider movie we watched.
Yeah, as a
in my
straight up
opinion.
horror movie. Yeah.
As a straight up, like, I'm trying to be scared, scariest one.
Maybe it probably doesn't have the scariest scenes, but
no.
it's probably the most closest to a horror movie.
I think the spider itself is the scariest too, in my opinion.
Maybe.
Because I honestly, I think it looks better than the spiders in Arachnophobia.
Well, spiders in Arachnophobia are real spiders.
Well, I'm talking about the ones that he
Oh,
fights in the basement
yeah,
and shit. Yeah.
maybe.
I think the practicals look good. I think we haven't talked about it. I fucking gagged really hard when that dude shattered the urn and it revealed like the goo that was holding the spider in stasis.
The spider hatches out of like this cocoon it's made for itself.
Yeah, inside
Bob
the
didn't
urn.
like it.
It was disgusting. Because it's also the first time we see it really move.
And you just went, I might need a trash can.
Yeah, it was really, really bad, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest movie ever. It's nothing to write home about, but I enjoyed it. I'm glad I put it on the list.
Yeah, me too. I liked it. I don't think it was horrible. I appreciated what the film did well.
Yeah.
And I
did practical effects well. It did the spider stuff well.
Yeah.
It did suspense well.
If you want a spider movie, pretty good spider movie if you're looking for spiders.
All the actual parts of the movie that were horror focused were good. It's
Yeah.
just that I think what happened is it couldn't have a movie that was just that. There wasn't enough there, and it
Yeah.
had to add something else to tie it all together.
Yeah,
And the something else it was nothing to write home about. It couldn't stand on its own.
it was fine.
And since it makes up most of the movie, the whole movie kind of feels like that.
I will say this. In a lot of horror movies, child actors are really bad. Child actors in this, pretty good.
They're not the greatest.
I thought Cambria's actor was fucking awesome.
However,
I thought she was really good.
like, I didn't think they were the greatest actors ever. I wouldn't say they're, like, anything to write home about.
Sure.
However, they do a convincing job of playing children in those situations.
For sure.
Like, I don't think there was, like, an insane emotional range or an insane, like, acting skills while doing their lines.
No.
But they did it perfectly enough where they seemed convincing.
Yeah,
And that's all that matters.
I was worried that the child actors would be bad.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
They weren't bad, which is what
They
I was
weren't
worried
like,
about.
wow, that's such a great performance. They were just
No.
like, this seems like actual children.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess, where would you rate it? 1 to 10?
In terms of spooky,
Yeah.
can I? Okay, I'm going on the upper end of my scale here because I genuinely like.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's just the fact that it was spiders and suspenseful.
it did the best job of very akin to arachnophobia of hiding the spider just out of line of sight, like perfectly every single time.
Yeah.
And a lot of it could be considered like, and like arachnophobia, a lot of it is pretty telegraphed. It's like, oh, they're gonna go in here, the spider.
Oh yeah.
This movie, I didn't think so at all. There are a couple of scenes where I got faked out real hard.
I could tell just because I have a lot of experience.
Sure.
But yeah, it's not the most
It's smart about
thing
spider
ever.
placement.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Bob got juked out a couple times.
Yeah, by non-spider objects that look like spiders.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because it plays with the suspense of the movie, right? Not that this movie is super suspenseful, but it does a pretty good job of like
it does it.
setting up the spider to be scary when it really shouldn't be that scary. You know what I mean? 7.
7. Oh yeah.
That's what I gave Halloween 2,
Not bad.
I think.
We do have to change our scale though. We'll talk about that on a later thing.
I think we'll start that next board.
Yeah, next board, but we'll have to actually hash that out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess who would you say this is a good thing for? Who would you recommend it to?
Oh God.
Because I know who I'd recommend it to.
I don't really have an answer to that question.
Okay. I personally
would
say if you want to see some practical effects.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. That's the big draw. Like, we mentioned they won awards for it. They won awards for a reason.
I don't think they won awards. I think they were nominated.
Well, I mean, still, getting nominated is still a big deal.
But yeah, if you like practical effects, they're not like the best practical effects ever. They're very good, though, for a low-budget movie.
Very, very good.
And I don't know if I got to this point earlier, but the gore effects are very good because
yeah.
gore effects don't have that same problem with looking fake that creatures do. So
yeah.
they were nice gore effects. So if you like practicals, I'd check it out just for fun.
Sure.
If you have time. Next thing, if you just kind of want to put on a movie, it's free. So
yeah, I mean,
if you just want something to watch, you have time to kill, put this on. Why not? And lastly, if you don't like spiders, but you want to watch a spider movie, I don't think this was like the scariest spider movie ever. It's enough to give you a jump. So if you want to watch a scary spider movie,
scariest one we've seen.
Yeah, if you want to watch a scary spider movie, go watch this. It's not going to be like the scariest movie ever.
No.
So I think it could still be like a fun watch.
Sure.
Like I think you enjoyed yourself.
I mean, it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the child.
But yeah,
of Cambria, because she's so funny.
I don't think it's anything to write home about. Just if you have time and you want something to watch, and
if you're scared of spiders, I don't recommend.
I don't think it's a bad decision to watch this movie.
They really like to play with the fact that the spider is big enough to fit under a bed.
Oh yeah, it's like a small dog.
Yeah, it is not a fun time.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I'm trying to think of
we're just
kind of
like, yeah, I'm glad we didn't end with this movie.
Yeah, because not that it's a bad movie.
This is just kind of like
it's pretty middle of the pack.
It's meh.
It's pretty meh.
Yeah.
It has some positives. It had some negatives.
But they even out.
Yeah, I mean, I see why it got mixed reviews. I see why it's rated the way it is. Like, it is middling.
If you don't like the things that give it a positive review, it's definitely a lot worse.
Sure, that's fair.
If you do, it evens out with the bad.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go to the outtakes then.
Yeah, we'll see you after the outtakes. Bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the outtake section of this episode of Beware the Board. I hope you like Itsy Bitsy. I think it was a fun movie. I really enjoyed how good the spider looked and how scary it actually was. Without further ado, let's get into the first outtake. Now, this outtake is actually from before we started watching the movie, where Ben showed me most of the posters for this film. We do this every movie. He shows me the posters and I react to them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I think this one deserved a outtake, so here it is. Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
Close your eyes.
You really gonna make me close my eyes? You could just turn your phone around.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you close your eyes.
Suck my dick.
All right, look, Bob.
Oh no! No, I don't want to. This. No.
We got past the part where you can say no, Bob.
We're well past.
You have to.
We're well past the point of no return. I'm just very, very scared.
So this is the cover art for the DVD, like the Blu-ray and stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of stylized. I think it's real cool. Not gonna lie, I think this is a cool cover.
Probably.
I like it better.
It probably is pretty cool.
However, you might find this one worse.
That last one was pretty bad.
So I want you to close your eyes.
Mostly because well, hold on. Close my eyes. I'll talk about it in a second.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
No, just show me the poster.
All right, you can look now.
This is so bad. Who approved this movie?
I want everyone to know it was very silent there because Bob's mouth fell open and he just stared at it.
This next clip is my initial reaction to seeing a little bit of the spider in the panning shots of the intro.
That's a spider effigy, I guess?
Yeah,
with the spine, with the ropes coming out of it. It's cool.
Oh, that's why they're doing it. It's what was that? Spider.
That was the thing.
The thing.
Yeah, that's the spider. We keep getting clips of it. See,
yeah, I know we do. And I don't like it because it looks. Oh.
I mean, Bob, this won a Creature FX award.
I know. That's why I'm scared, Ben. This next clip is our reaction to seeing the man who brought Clark the egg from the tribe returning out of spite and smashing it and then proceeding to get bit by the spider. Can you not, man? No! Oh, come on. Well, that just fucked everything.
Okay, so now it's just his fault.
No, it is just his fault. That looks disgusting,
But
Benjamin.
it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
It is cool, and it's moving, and I don't like that.
The spider was moving. I didn't know if you could tell that what that was in the intro. It was a spider like wrapped up in really tightly in a web.
I know. I caught it. I just didn't want to think about it.
She's gonna walk into the living room and be like,
Oh!
"Oh, that's so cool,
Oh my god, it's fucking disgusting, dude.
dude! That's so cool."
I know it's cool, but I almost fucking get. I'm gonna
Dude.
move the trash can over here.
Do you actually? Because now might be the time.
Oh wait, I'll hold
All
it.
right, yeah. Wait for it after this scene.
Hold it back. Oh my god. This next clip is our reaction to seeing the wounds that the spider left on the man who brought Clark the egg, and also seeing him crash a van.
Yeah, when you're like, I don't really want to get into this, but he's kind of a family friend.
Yeah.
That's how you define friend.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
oh,
Oh, he's gonna. Oh god. Don't crash the van, man.
oh.
Why is he fucking putting his fingers in it? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, he passed out. Now he's gonna crash this van. Okay, he bottomed out in a field. This next clip is our reaction to a top-down shot of the bathroom where we can see the spider in the bathtub, but Kara cannot. It's in the bathtub.
It's in the bathtub.
It's in the bathtub.
It's in the bathtub.
Are you gonna brush your teeth? Are you really gonna?
I think she's thinking about stealing Oxycontin.
She was.
Oh.
She was.
Oh, we can see its vision.
Oh god.
Spider vision.
Okay. Okay. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. Don't open that, lady. Please don't open that.
Oh, it's gone.
Well, how did that happen? This next clip is our reaction to the cat wandering up into the attic of the house and getting absolutely eviscerated by the spider.
Well, the cat's not dead yet. Ooh, there's something in the paper. Maybe it's a rat.
Oh, it'd be nice if it was a rat,
Maybe it's a mouse.
but I doubt it.
It's a rat.
Oh, it is a rat. Nice. It's a couple. Well, no, it's one rat.
Do you
I thought
think
it
the
was more
cat's gonna get the rat or the spider?
Oh, the cat's gonna chase the rat and get got by the spider, of course. Never mind. There might be something. Oh,
Yeah, cats usually don't kill rats because rats are really big and smart.
really?
I mean, they can, but like
Mostly mice.
it's usually mostly mice. Rats are smart, and also they're big enough to like fuck up a cat.
You think so?
Yeah, like not kill it, but they can really hurt it.
I see.
You know, they can bite through like metal and stuff.
That's true.
This is the setup. We watched the
Ah! Oh, goddamn. Well,
I was gonna say we're gonna watch the cat get got.
yeah, the cat's dead. The cat was in the attic or whatever and just got annihilated.
That was pretty good for all practical effects, like that jump.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Wasn't at all scary. This next clip is our reaction to the spider hiding under Cambria's bed as her mom tucks her in for the night.
There's a spider under that kid's bed.
I know. Ah! No! Ah! Oh, why is it? It has like a no. Oh, it bit her foot.
No, she just stepped on a toy
Oh.
and scared it away.
Oh. Ew. That was the first shot of like its face we've gotten like that. No, lady. Come on, man. Please be gone. Please be gone. Please.
Well, yeah, she hit it with something, so it ran away. And apparently it went out the window.
Please shut the window on your way out. For the love of God.
It'll be back.
I know it will.
Oh, no. Now it won't be back. This
next clip is my reaction to a jump scare created by Kara's PTSD while she's sitting at the diner. What, is she at a fucking Denny's?
She is just car PTSD. Like, real bad car PTSD. Like, maybe she shouldn't be around cars.
Well, that's a bit... Ah! Jesus fuck! She has PTSD out of her mind. That scared the shit out of me, dude. This next clip is our reaction to Cambria wandering up into the attic and discovering that the spider has laid eggs there. This is stressing me out, Ben.
The idea of, like...
The idea that this spider is just... This movie's too much for me, dude. Like,
Ooh.
Jules?
A pulsating sack. Don't squeeze it. Don't squeeze it. They're all squishy.
That's a fucking spider.
It's a big fucking spider.
Get a fucking here.
She's gonna find a dead kitty cat.
I gotta put this coffee down before I spill.
No!
Oh, this is so gross, dude. This is so. How does she not know that this
She's
is?
unburying the dead cat, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, don't do
Oh,
that.
it's so grody. It's. Oh, it was
Why
a
would
baby
you
doll.
want this?
It's a baby doll. It's not the cat.
Okay, I thought for sure she was like gonna pull out the dead cat.
Yeah, me too. Me too. This next clip is our reaction to learning that the spider can molt and is getting bigger. This is just a shitty situation.
That's a shitty.
And this is a shitty situation, and there's also a spider. That's this is the
Well,
worst.
the
situation.
spider was implied. Oh, what's it doing?
Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm put. Ew. What is it doing?
I actually don't know.
I don't. It's.
Is it growing?
I think it's getting bigger.
Oh, it's molting.
I think
Yeah,
it's getting bigger.
that's what it is doing. It's
It's
molting.
molting. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
It looks really cool.
There was a gag in there.
This next clip is our reaction to the death of Mr. Clark.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Oh, we could turn the brightness down on it.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Holy shit! Oh, my God. That's so... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Clark. Mr. Clark. You are right. Oh, fuck this. Oh, Jesus is correct, because you... That's so
cool.
gross. Oh, his eyes are already yellowing like the other guys, too. Like, instantly. Yeah, look at how much, like, that is fucking disgusting.
That's causing some necrosis.
He's like,
That's gonna be in front of him.
where is it?
Or on his back.
Where'd it go? Where'd the spider go? Oh, he made it to the bathroom. I don't know why he's in the bathroom. Why are you in the bathroom?
Well, he's trying to crawl out of the room. So
He shut the door. Well, he's locked himself in here with the spider, probably.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, yeah. No, this is not a fun time.
No, that thing he was doing?
Oh! 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 This is fucking... This next clip is our reaction to Jesse finding the corpse of Mr. Clark.
Oh.
That's so gross, dude.
It puffed up so fast.
It did. This is like... Oh, yeah, look, he's freaking out, man. Can I say, these are some pretty good child actors. Oh! Oh, and the spider is in that room. Shut the fucking door.
Probably not anymore.
Oh! His eyes are gone. How could you have gotten out of that room? Door was shut. He shut the door when he came in.
Well, how to get into the room?
It walked in there after...
Fair enough, but the window was probably open.
Maybe.
Her kid found this body.
Holy shit. This next clip is our reaction to a spider fake out, as well as the beginning of the last encounter with the spider. I like that the kids have their fucking... their loafers on, though.
I like the fact that the girl's still wearing her butterfly wings, which means she either got out of bed and put them on, which is the most little kid thing ever, or she slept in them, which is also the most little kid thing ever.
Oh! No!
Oh.
That is a reveal that is not a good reveal.
Wait.
That is not a good reveal for
That
anyone.
wasn't the spider.
That was not the spider. That was a carcass of the spider, and it's gotten bigger.
Crackling noises. Huh. Why would there be crackling noises?
Ben.
Oh.
Ben.
Oh no. There it is.
Oh my God, did it get her? I can't
Oh
fucking...
yeah, it bit her like shoulder. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, you foreshadowed her falling down the hole.
Jump on her, kids. Oh no, they're already down there.
Yeah, they went down the thing first. Please don't look up and see the spider again. I mean, she's dead. Oh! Get the fuck out of here! Spider? This next clip is our reaction to the spider attacking Cambria and biting completely through her hand.
I think the spider's in the toys.
Yes, but I don't know how it got back in the house.
Any fucking way it wants.
Ah! Fuck me! Ah! Oh, God, that thing is scared. God damn, that thing is scared.
Don't just sit there. Ooh.
Oh, she is dying.
She's not doing good.
She is dying. That child is... Oh!
Oh, it went all the way through her hand.
Oh! As a kid, that is so fucked up.
I think she might have arachnophobia after this.
Yeah, me too, man. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the outro for
Yeah.
Itsy Bitsy.
Hopefully you enjoyed those outtakes. I think we probably had a good couple screams.
Oh,
Bob.
yeah.
There's some
Yeah,
good
there's
ones.
some good ones for sure.
I was cackling. I remember that.
A lot of oh no's on
Yeah.
this one.
I guess
What do we have to talk about?
nothing much. We're having a truncated schedule right now, so
Yeah, the episodes might be a little weird. I'm sorry to.
it's
about
just
that.
because we have to work a lot and we have to record. We recorded this one. We have another video coming out on Christmas, and
Yep.
I think we're definitely going to do a New Year's movie.
Yeah, because you seemed really excited about the New Year's movie you chose,
And we got to record one more movie on the board,
and then the outro, or
and our
then
wrap
wrap
up
up.
episode. So it's just a little,
it's a little fucky right now.
you know.
But of the things you just talked about,
Mhm.
keep an eye out for the Christmas episode on the 25th,
Yeah, it's coming out Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
New Year's movie's coming out at midnight, I think.
Yeah, at midnight, the start of 2023, New Year's Eve movie. Let's see.
Obviously, this movie's coming out on Friday.
Friday.
Our-
Next Friday's another movie.
Our next Friday
Last
will be our
episode
last,
of The Board, Benjamin.
and the following Friday will be the wrap-up
The wrap
episode.
I'm so excited.
And obviously, the Friday after that should be the first week
I'm
of the new
so
board.
excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people, this has been 9 weeks of our life.
Yep.
We've been on the same board for 9 weeks, Ben.
Almost 10, because we did the episode 0 where we discussed what the board was.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I'm so excited for a new board.
Yeah.
I'm giddy.
I don't want to get into too much talking about the board because we're going to have a whole episode for that.
I know.
I'm super excited
I just
to do
want
a new
people
one.
to know that we're excited, because I am.
Because we've explored these genres enough where I
Yeah.
just want something new.
Me too. Which I kind of think we picked the perfect amount of stuff.
Yeah, 3.
I think 9 movies total is pretty fucking good.
I think 12 would have been too much. I would have been too done.
Yeah.
I would have been I want something else now.
But this is the perfect amount, because it's we're coming up on the end of the board. I'm not super bored of the board yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm getting there. You know what I mean?
But I think 3 for each category is not too bad.
pretty good.
Especially
Pretty
because I
good.
try to mix it up and keep
Oh
them
yeah,
different.
I feel like you do a good job of giving us different movies.
But yeah, I guess do you want to shell our
Yeah,
stuff?
you should check us out on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any recommendations for the board, movies you want to see on the board, put them in the comments. Ben will do his due diligence and look at those.
There's nothing there.
Nothing there now.
So easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only place you can watch us right now because hopefully this will be on Spotify.
It won't.
It's not. I think we might get to the end of the board without being on Spotify,
That would be crazy.
which I think is very funny
I hope we don't,
because
but it's
I think
super
since
funny.
episode 1 we've been Spotify.
Because I thought it was easier, man.
It is pretty easy. It's just I don't want this to sound bad because I'm very grateful. We are getting our art for free,
Yeah,
and
one of my friends is making it.
the person who's making it also works with us.
It's
Not
true.
with us specifically, but at the same place.
So
And
they're also working 7 days a week.
So they're also very busy, and obviously they're doing it for free. So
Yeah.
they're doing it in their free time, and they're trying to make it look good, and they just don't have time. So
Yep. So
we'll,
we're chilling.
whenever we get the art, we'll be up on Spotify
Yeah.
and Apple
Music.
Music.
Podcasts, Anchor FM.
whatever.
Basically, I'm going to use an RSS feed to auto distribute to every podcast platform.
We'll be up
available.
on everything immediately once we get our art.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just
all we're waiting on.
Whenever we get it. So it's
Yep.
pretty simple. We're just waiting.
Yep.
Besides that, Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter at Beware the Board. I post links to every episode when I put them live. I post links to special episodes. I keep you updated. I send out tweets of hey, this special episode's coming out on this day, so be ready for it,
Yeah. And I don't follow us on Twitter because
You-
I don't have Twitter.
You don't have Twitter?
No.
Why not?
I don't use social media. I
Really?
just straight up don't.
Do you have an Instagram?
I did, and it got hacked, and then Instagram deleted it, and I was like, not making another one. I don't care enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. Honestly, that makes so much sense.
I have Snapchat, but I don't ever use it.
I didn't even know you had Snapchat.
See?
Yeah.
But what I was going to ask, I know we discussed this, so I'm asking you, are you posting, when we do a new episode, are you hey, new episode
Next board.
Friday?
Next board.
Are you doing that on the next board
Next
where you're
board. I was going to start at next board.
new episode Friday?
Here's the movie.
Here's the movie, but in the hidden thing?
Yeah. So basically what I'm going to do is whenever next board starts, the Monday before the Friday episode, I will tweet out what the movie's going to be in case you want to go watch it before we watch it.
Yeah. And
So that you
what
can-
day each
yeah.
movie's coming out if we do multiple?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you can be ready and prepared. Because I know some people like to watch the movie before we watch it. I know fucking oh god, who was it? Now I feel bad because not that many people listen. And
Austin?
someone told me this. No, I don't remember.
Savannah?
Somebody told
Josh?
me. No,
Jesse?
no.
I don't know.
Someone told me they were watching the movie and had us playing in the background, which was super funny to me.
Oh, that's very funny.
Because that doesn't work at all, but it's really
No.
funny. Because we would totally spoil shit that happens before it happens in the movie.
Especially because our intros are very short.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that should be available, I guess, next board, which
Yes.
obviously
Exciting.
not the next movie we watch, but any movie after that.
Oh, I want to watch the next one.
And yeah, that's all I got. I guess.
I don't think I have anything else. Oh, if you check out our Twitter, the straw poll is on there. Vote on the straw poll.
No one's voted on it yet. Since last time, I'm sure.
I'll fucking look right now, you
But
bitch.
you can tell me off. I guess you can give me an update. I don't care. But I think that's all we have. Bob's
think
going
it
to pull
is
up the
too.
straw poll
I'm gonna
really
check the
quick
straw poll and see if
on
anyone's voted.
audio.
If no one's voted, I'll be upset, but it's fine.
I don't think anyone's going to vote. If you really want to vote and you're listening currently and not in the future, you could still vote on this. And make sure we get Cannibals to watch as our next random category.
We're still tied at demonic possession and summer camp movies.
Yeah. I think if we're tied at the end, we're going to coin flip.
We're gonna coin flip.
Although I personally want to do summer camp movies. So
Yeah.
we might discuss just like picking one, but I think we'll
I know you
flip.
want to do summer camp movies, and I also want to do summer camp movies because it was the category I pitched.
Well, I think we'll get better content out of that.
But hear me out.
But I think coin flip is more fair.
Austin's been saying that Insidious would scare the piss out of me.
Yeah, it's PG-13.
I can't believe that. You told me that.
Beware!
You told me that while we were at work, and I was like, you're lying to me.
No, I was looking up scary PG-13 movies, and it came up, and I was like, no way. I was like, oh, yep. All right. Well,
yeah.
that's all till next week. We're going to watch a zombie movie, so get ready for that.
It
should be a fun wrap-up.
I'm excited, man.
Bob thinks he knows what movie we're watching.
Yeah.
Maybe he's right.
I hope I'm right, man, because it's something I wanted to watch for so long.
I love Train to Busan.
I want to watch it.
All right. Well, we'll see you next Friday.
We will see you on Friday. Goodbye.
Bye.